In the last 48 hours, over 13,000 people did something that sounds insane. They pre-ordered a robot. Not a vacuum, not a toy. A robot with a face, a spine, and something its makers call emotional intelligence. This is the machine everyone's suddenly talking about, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why it should make you a little uncomfortable. Welcome back to Circuit Luxe. Today, we're breaking down the robot that just quietly became one of the biggest tech stories of 2026. Meet the U1, built by a Chinese robotics company that's been quietly stacking wins for years.
The company calls it the world's first full-size, mass-produced, ultra-bionic humanoid robot. And the specs back up the marketing. 88 degrees of freedom, powered by what they describe as a dual-pivot biomimetic spine. Engineering language for a neck and back that move almost exactly like ours. The price? $17,600, less than a used luxury sedan.
And in the time it took most companies to write a press release, this one had already banked more than 13,000 orders. But the spec sheet isn't what's making people stop scrolling. It's this. The company claims the U1 runs what it calls the world's first emotion-aware language model, capable of recognizing more than 20 fine-grained emotional states with over 90% accuracy. Think about that for a second. A machine sitting across from you claiming to know if you're anxious, bored, or lying, better than most humans can tell. They're marketing it for what they call long-term companionship. Not factory work, not warehouse labor, companionship. And that's a very different and much more personal kind of robot than anything we've seen scale this fast before.
This isn't happening in isolation. Just this year, we've watched Boston Dynamics put an all-electric Atlas to work in a real Hyundai factory. We've watched Figure AI hit one robot built every single hour at its BotQ factory. Amazon, BMW, even Japan Airlines are already running humanoid pilots in real warehouses and real airports. China alone has taken to calling one of its tech hubs Robot Valley, a direct signal of national intent.
And this week alone, Japan and South Korea both announced their own plans to compete for dominance in this exact race. The infrastructure, the funding, and now the consumer price point are all lining up at the same time. That's usually the signal an industry is about to go from niche to normal. So here's the real question this video is actually about. What happens when a machine that can read your emotions
Is also designed to keep you company? The company says it processes data locally to protect privacy and lets users set their own hardware safeguards. That's a responsible answer, but it doesn't fully answer the bigger question. Where does convenience end and dependency begin?
We're not here to tell you the answer. We're here to make sure you see this coming before it's already sitting in your living room. If this is the direction humanoid robots are heading in 2026, cheaper, smarter, and emotionally aware, the next 12 months are going to move faster than most people are ready for. If you want to stay ahead of every one of these shifts before they hit mainstream news, hit subscribe. Drop one word in the comments. Would you actually let a robot like this into your home?